All right.
No Man's Sky.
We are back
5.5.
with another Game of the Week poll. Four very unique games, starting with No Man's Sky. It said version 5.5. I remember when this came out back in 2016, and everybody was pretty disappointed, but I think they really kept working on it. I hear good things now. So it's got very positive, both recently and overall now, which is quite an accomplishment. Looks kind of wild, honestly. Not sure what to expect other than a lot of exploration, but I wasn't expecting whatever this is. So yeah, that's our first one, is No Man's Sky. It is a $60 game. I don't buy a lot of $60 games, but somewhere in the course of time I bought this game, and it's time to play this game. I've never played it before. Again, it came out in 2016, so almost 10 years ago. Honestly, it looks gorgeous for coming out almost 10 years ago. So, alright, that's game number one. Okay, we go from a game that came out almost 10 years ago to one that's coming out this year. It's Never Second in Rome. Obviously, a little different production value here. This is a much more indie look to it. It's also got a $10 price tag, which is more my style. Reviews are just mostly positive. Doesn't have like a difference between current and overall because it's a 2025 game. I think it's even a demo at this point. So we're getting some variation here, but I like to include something that looks a little more. I don't know if this is wargamey. I think this is the one I heard was a deck builder masquerading as a city builder, maybe it was. I don't know. Really curious to see what we get with this one. So that's number two, is Never Second in Rome. It's a $10 game that's just coming out. Again, I think it's a demo, so looks a lot different than our first one. And that's not where it ends, folks. We're going to the Wayback Machine for the next one. All right, you know it's old when it's got remaster in the title. Command and Conquer Remastered. Some of it doesn't look all that remastered, if I'm being honest. This is probably the closest we got to a traditional wargaming style game here. Yeah, it came out in my youth, and I am not a young man, so to have a game this old, I'm curious how it holds up. It was, one of those that I didn't really play when I was young, but it was popular. I know I owned it, I just don't remember playing it a lot, so it'll be new to me, more or less. 20, 30 years after. It might even be more than that. This is an old game, but hey, it's remastered. And it's only $6. You know I like that, and it's very positive in recent reviews, very positive overall. So let's check it out. At first I was thinking I had a ton of variation in my selections, but really I think I've got two really old games in No Man's Sky and the very, very old Command and Conquer. And then we've got Never Second in Rome. And this is called Nine Kings, and it's a demo. I think I was actually getting the two games mixed up. It's also a game where I don't quite know what to expect. It looks very indie, the graphics, I mean, you can see them, So I got two really old, I'm going to call them semi-classic kind of games. And then we've got two modern indies. This one is a demo. Now that I think about it, I don't think Never Second in Rome is still a demo. This one, overwhelmingly positive, both recent and overall. Now I don't know how there can be much difference because it's demo, but I like overwhelmingly positive games. I mean, that was Tiny Glade, right? Who knew Tiny Glade was awesome? But it had great reviews. That's a sign. Nine Kings, again, it's in demo mode, so free. I think you can buy it for like $10 or something like that, but I probably shouldn't even say anything because anyway, let's rewind here. Okay, so we got No Man's Sky for number one. We got Never Second in Rome at number two. We got Command and Conquer for our third, and Nine Kings for our fourth. I will have to, we're trying to get to 500 subscribers to get a community page so that I can include the poll right here on the video. But we're not there yet. We're in the 400s. Help me get to 500 by subscribing. You can unsubscribe at that point. I just want to be able to attach the poll to the video. Since we're not there yet, I have to put it down below. It's going to be right at the top of the description. It's going to be like a first link that looks like the YouTube symbol, because it's YouTube, and then you can vote there. So I mean, there's some pretty wild variety here, especially since two of them I'm not even sure what I'm looking at, with Never Second in Rome and Nine Kings. I'm not quite sure what, I mean, Nine Kings and we've got cards. What is this, Molotro? All right. Take care. Like, comment, subscribe. They all help the channel and are much appreciated, especially subscriptions, trying to get to that 500 number. And as I said, you can unsubscribe at that point. I just want to make the polling so much easier for y'all, for me, just to be able to drop it right on there. The poll with the video. This video. We'll see you later. I'll stop yakking.